Why did Byung-hun and son Ye-jin choose this show? Imagine a world where losing your job doesn't just break your bank account. It unleashes a hilariously unhinged vendetta that could rival the wildest revenge plots in cinematic history, all wrapped in the razor-sharp wit of one of Korea's most audacious directors. As the clock ticks toward the September 24th release of Park Chan-wook's latest masterpiece, No Other Choice, anticipation is electric, not just for the film's blistering satire on corporate cruelty, but for a special YouTube episode dropping today on channel Sibo Ya that promises to peel back the curtain on its creation with unfiltered charm and chaotic energy. Hosted by the legendary producer Na Young-seok, known for his devilishly clever variety shows like Youn's Stay and Youth Over Flowers, this installment, cheekily titled Channel Sibo Ya, Na Young-seok's Wagle, gathers the film's powerhouse ensemble for a candid chat that feels less like an interview and more like a rowdy family reunion spiked with soju and secrets. It's the kind of content that hooks you from the first awkward laugh, leaving you breathless with how effortlessly it mirrors the film's own blend of tension and tenderness. A reminder that even in the cutthroat arena of reemployment, human connection is the ultimate plot twist. The episode kicks off with Na Young-seok, that sly maestro of unscripted magic, welcoming the guests into a cozy, dimly lit set that evokes the warm glow of a late-night confessional, where the air hums with the kind of easy rapport only forged in the fires of long shoots and shared absurdities. Byung-hun, the brooding heart of the film, as the everyman-turned-avenger Mansu, strides in with his signature intensity softened by a boyish grin, immediately trading barbs with Na about the perils of playing a dad who's one layoff away from desperation. It's mesmerizing to watch Byung-hun, fresh off his global breakout in Squid Game, loosen up here. His eyes crinkle with genuine amusement as he recounts the grueling 5-month shoot that wrapped in January 2025, admitting how the role forced him to confront his own brushes with career uncertainty in Hollywood's fickle waters. One can't help but feel a pang of admiration for his vulnerability. In a sea of polished idols, Byung-hun's raw honesty cuts through like a knife, making you root for him not just as an actor, but as the flawed hero we all secretly fear becoming. Beside him sits son Ye-jin, radiant and poised, her presence a quiet storm that commands the room without a word, much like her character Miri, the steadfast wife anchoring Mansu's unraveling world. As the episode unfolds, Ye-jin shares a behind-the-scenes gem from the production report meeting back in August, where she and Byung-hun first synced up on set. Their chemistry so electric that scenes wrap too swiftly, leaving her with a bittersweet ache of, what if we had more time? It's a sentiment that resonates deeply, evoking the tender ache of real-life partnerships. Having watched Ye-jin evolve from romantic leads in Crash Landing on You to this layered portrayal of quiet resilience, her confession feels profoundly personal, stirring a warm nostalgia for those rare on-screen couples whose spark feels achingly authentic, as if the camera itself is jealous of their bond. Director Park Chan-wook joins the fray next, his wiry frame and piercing gaze belying the playful philosopher beneath, diving straight into why No Other Choice has been his white whale since 2009, a passion project born from Donald Westlake's 1997 novel, The Axe, which he devoured before even knowing about Costa Gavras' 2005 adaptation. With co-writers like Lee Kyung-mi, Lee Ja-hai, and even Don McKellar lending their pens, Park describes the script's evolution as a meticulous dance between satire and soul, emphasizing how he infused the story with black comedy elements to skewer the soul-crushing bureaucracy of job hunts. There's something profoundly moving in his fervor, as he leans forward, gesturing animatedly about the film's dedication to Costa Gavras, whom he discussed the project with at the 2019 Busan International Film Festival. One senses the decades of gestation, a testament to artistic obsession that leaves you in awe of how Park transforms personal hauntings into universal truths, his voice cracking just enough to humanize the genius behind Old Boy and The Handmaiden. The energy amps up as Park Hee-soon slides into the conversation, his easy charisma, honed in intense roles like the undercover cop in My Name, bringing a wave of levity that has Na Young-seok chuckling uncontrollably. He soon spills on the film's dramatic developments, hinting at the meticulous choreography of its thriller beats without spoiling the gore-soaked surprises, all while praising the ensemble's off-camera antics, like impromptu script readings that devolved into laughter-fueled improv. It's impossible not to grin at these revelations. Hee-soon's tales evoke the chaotic joy of filmmaking's underbelly, where exhaustion breeds the deepest bonds, reminding us that behind every polished frame lies a troupe of artists bearing their souls, their shared exhaustion forging a camaraderie that's as infectious as it is inspiring. Lee Sung-min follows suit, the ever-reliable character actor whose nuanced turns in Reborn Rich have made him a scene stealer par excellence, recounting with wry humor how embodying his role meant grappling with the film's themes of fragile masculinity amid economic freefall. He jokes about a particularly grueling night shoot under cinematographer Kim Woo-hyung's watchful eye, where the crew battled Seoul's relentless rain to capture the mise-en-scene's haunting beauty, those sprawling wooden glass homes that symbolize fleeting domestic bliss. Sung-min's candor hits home, stirring a reflective twinge. In an era where gig economy woes plague us all, his insights peel back the glamour, revealing the sweat and doubt that make triumphs feel earned, leaving you with a quiet respect for the quiet warriors who populate our screens. Yeom Hee-ran rounds out the core cast, her warm, grounded presence, a staple from heartfelt dramas like It's Okay to Not Be Okay, infusing the discussion with maternal wisdom as she touches on the Black comedy's undercurrent of family dysfunction. She shares a poignant anecdote from the set, where a scene of unreasonable spousal jealousy mirrored her own research into real-life reemployment traumas, drawing from stories of couples strained by financial whispers turning to shouts. Hee-ran's vulnerability is a gut punch of empathy. It lingers like a half-remembered dream, evoking the film's core sadness, the way automation and layoffs erode not just livelihoods, but the fragile threads of trust, making her performance feel like a lifeline in the narrative's storm, one that tugs at your heartstrings with unrelenting grace. As the banter flows, Na Young-seok masterfully steers the ship with his signature witty commentary, prodding the group into lively exchanges that crackle with special chemistry, like Byung-hun and Ye-jin's playful jabs at each other's method parenting insights, echoing a lighthearted press event dust-up, where Byung-hun teased Ye-jin's on-set motherhood flair, only for her to fire back with affectionate defiance. The relaxed atmosphere blooms into joyful energy, with Park recounting how the film's score by Cho Young-wook weaves classical swells into brutal fight scenes, turning violence into a symphony of absurdity. It's exhilarating, this unbridled dynamic. Na's touch turns potential stiffness into a feast of personalities, each quip and confession building a mosaic of anticipation that feels alive, pulsing with the same mordant humor that has critics hailing No Other Choice as Park's most humane work yet, a deliriously entertaining gut check on our automated futures. Delving deeper into the film's genesis, Park opens up about his preparation process, revealing how he scoured Westlake's novel for its satirical bite. A tale of a laid-off exec who, like Monsu, devises a macabre plan to eliminate rivals, all to safeguard his suburban idol. He confesses it as the story he most wanted to tell, a vessel for exploring the "ever get the feeling you've been cheated?" rage that simmers in modern labor's underbelly, from AI's inexorable march to the dehumanizing chant of self-affirmation seminars, where jobless souls tap their temples in feudal solidarity. Park's passion is palpable, igniting a spark of intrigue. It's as if he's handing you the blueprint to his obsessions, those recurring motifs of vengeance and redemption that thread through his oeuvre, now laced with a goofier edge that had audiences at Venice roaring with dark delight. Their 9-minute ovation, a thunderous affirmation of his enduring alchemy. The actors, in turn, candidly unpack their transformations. Byung-hun delving into Mansu's arc from satisfied paper pusher to reluctant killer, drawing on his own post-G.I. Joe reinventions to infuse the role with Buster Keaton-esque slapstick amid the savagery. Ye-jin echoes this, musing on Miri's quiet fury, how motherhood in real life sharpened her portrayal of a wife navigating jealousy and loss, her eyes misting as she credits Park's direction for allowing such intimate fractures to breathe. Hee-soon and Sung-min chime in with tales of ensemble trust falls, like late-night strategy sessions dissecting plot twists that left them howling at the script's corrosive wit, while Hee-ran adds layers on the supporting role's ripple effects, how each character's desperation amplifies the whole. These confessions are riveting, stirring a profound sense of camaraderie. They humanize the stars, transforming icons into artisans wrestling with the same fears we harbor: obsolescence, betrayal, making the film's relatable narrative not just seen, but felt in your bones. Na Young-seok, ever the catalyst, peppers the talk with his trademark provocations, drawing out behind-the-scenes lore like the Easter eggs hidden in Ryu Sung-hee's production design, those autumnal barbecues ablaze with color, symbolizing harmony's fragility, or the soundscape's eerie precision under Kim Suk-won's helm, where an emptying glass tolls like doom's doorbell. The group's lively interplay builds to peaks of hilarity, like when Park mimics a botched stunt gone gloriously wrong, eliciting peals of laughter that echo the film's own trance-like visions and digressions. It's this joyful undercurrent that captivates, a buoyant counterpoint to the plot's blood-drenched rage. In a medium often mired in pretense, their unfeigned delight feels like a breath of fresh air, leaving you buoyant and eager, pondering how such levity can coexist with the narrative's bleak hilarity, a duality that mirrors life's own absurd cruelties. As the discussion swells toward the film's broader resonance, Park ties it back to its festival triumphs. The world premiere at Venice's 82nd edition on August 29th, where it snagged an 8.5-minute standing ovation and effusive praise from Variety as a dazzling murder comedy, outshining competitors like Yorgos Lanthimos' Bugonia, despite missing the Golden Lion to Jim Jarmusch's Father, Mother, Sister, Brother. Critics raved, Time Out's 5-star verdict calling it potentially Park's pinnacle, a masterful work that marries irony with aching humanity. The Guardian's 4 stars deeming it the competition's best, a state-of-the-nation satire that morphs from caper to crisis with effortless momentum. Even Peter Bradshaw noted its refusal of expectations, sidestepping serial killer tropes for a poignant portrait of breadwinner blues. These accolades stir a thrill of vindication. Venice, Park's first competitive bow since Sympathy for Lady Vengeance 2 decades prior, feels like poetic justice, a global stage amplifying the film's pre-sales to over 200 countries, eclipsing even Decision to Leave's 192 via Neon in North America and Mubi's eclectic sweep elsewhere. The buzz carries into Busan, where No Other Choice will christen the 30th International Film Festival on September 17th as its opening gala, a homecoming freighted with symbolism amid Korean cinema's post-pandemic slump. Box office down 33% this year, per reports. Festival director Byung-hun's excitement is infectious, hailing it as a reinvigorative force, especially with Byung-hun hosting the ceremony. His special tribute award at TIFF underscoring the film's North American splash. Park's return to BF, where he first teased the project in 2009, closes a loop, promising an Asian premiere that could spark the industry's dormant fire. It's rousing, this confluence. As the cast reflects on these milestones, you feel the weight of legacy, a surge of pride for a cinema unafraid to wield humor as a scalpel, dissecting economic anxieties with the precision of a thriller, leaving global audiences not just entertained, but enlightened. Yet beneath the triumphs lies the film's unflinching core. Mansu's Odyssey, a once content office drone at a paper firm, his life a tapestry of domestic triumphs, 2 kids, a devoted wife, that hard-won faux hunting lodge home, shattered by abrupt dismissal after 25 loyal years. Vowing a 3-month rebound, he spirals into dead-end gigs like shelf stacking in humiliating boiler suits, stripped away for daring a half-day off, his interviews a gauntlet of younger, shinier rivals ranked above his weathered expertise. Desperation births his unique plan, a chilling calculus to cull the competition, all intoned with the mantra, "I have no other choice," a phrase that haunts like a corporate dirge. Park's adaptation amplifies this with Korean specificity, the threat of AI automating pulp mills, the soul-sapping job seminars peddling temple taps and affirmations, the familial fissures where financial strain festers into paranoia. It's a narrative that claws at you, evoking a visceral unease. In Mansu's descent, we glimpse our own shadows, the rage at being doged by tech titans like Elon Musk, as one festival-goer quipped, the film's mordant lens turning personal peril into collective catharsis, profoundly unsettling, yet cathartically funny. The ensemble's portrayals elevate this to sublime heights, each actor dissecting their metamorphosis with the episode's signature candor. Byung-hun, channeling Mads Mikkelsen's anarchic poise, speaks of immersing in Mansu's psyche through exhaustive research, shadowing laid-off workers, poring over Westlake's prose, to nail the slapstick savagery like a Steadicam drunkard's swig that tips the world sideways. Ye-jin, her real-life motherhood a secret weapon, delves into Miri's arc, how channeling postpartum realities lent authenticity to scenes of spousal tension, where a shaft of sunlight glares like unspoken accusations. He soon recounts the thrill of his yuppie foil, a role demanding brittle charm amid the plot's merciless plotting, while Sung-min and Hee-ran unpack the ripple of ensemble despair, jealous rifts, childlike innocence clashing with adult atrocities that Park orchestrates with surgical glee. Their tales weave a tapestry of toil, stirring admiration for the craft's intimacy. It's as if they're inviting us into the editing bay, where Kim Sang-byom and Kim Ho-bin's cuts compress chaos into philosophical punches, each revelation deepening the film's replay value, those hidden details blooming like dark flowers on second watch. Na Young-seok's hosting seals the episode's magic, his prodigious timing coaxing out the group's most unguarded gems. Like Park's giddy exploits of architectural quirks, staging chases through prepped terrains with DP Kim Woo-hyung's inspired flair, every shot a meticulously staged thrill. The banter peaks in collective reminiscences of rap parties, where exhaustion melted into euphoria, bonds forged in Moho Film and CJENM Studios' collaborative crucible. Producers like Park Jae-sun and the Gavris duo, ensuring the vision's fidelity. It's this lively dynamic that lingers, a joyful energy belying the film's themes, evoking a profound gratitude. In Na's hands, the mundane becomes mythic, turning a promo chat into a portal of empathy, where laughter disarms dread, much like Park's direction marries gore with grace, leaving you exhilarated by the resilience it champions. As the segment winds down, the cast circles back to the anticipation it stokes, their voices a chorus of quiet urgency for a release that promises to resonate like Parasite did in 2019. Bong Joon-ho's compatriot in skewering class fractures, now echoed in Park's economic elegy. With distribution by CJENM and global deals locking in festive bows, from Sitges' official Fantastic Competicio in October to TIFF's North American splash, the film's trajectory feels inexorable, a black comedy beacon amid cinema's uncertainties. Park's precise helm, blending visual captivation with tonal mastery, ensures it won't just entertain but endure, a must-watch for devotees of intelligent satire. The full episode, airing at 6 p.m. Korean time on this crisp Friday, September 12th, beckons on the channel Sibo Ya YouTube channel, a 90-minute elixir of wit, warmth, and what-ifs that primes you for Mansu's war, his fight not just for reemployment, but for the soul of the everyday dream. In the afterglow of their revelations, one can't shake the episode's undercurrent of hope amid the havoc. How Park's most wanted tale, nurtured through scripts and setbacks, emerges as a humane howl against obsolescence. Its beautiful frames, autumn leaves aflame, glasses draining in slow menace, etching a visual poetry of peril and perseverance. The cast's chemistry, that special alchemy Na so deftly elicits, mirrors the film's ensemble pulse, where contradictions collide in brilliant insanity, from Mansu's initial bliss to his blood-soaked calculus, all underscored by Cho Young-wook's bold swells that turn brutality symphonic. It's a narrative that mourns our hurtling toward automation's maw, yet refuses despair, opting for the goofball gore that defines Park's genius, endlessly inventive, savage, yet soulful. Reflecting on the broader canvas, No Other Choice stands as a pinnacle in Park's pantheon, arguably his funniest yet most incisive, leaning into morbid mirth to probe the derangement of downsizing, where individuals erase before evolving. Critics at Venice and beyond, Rotten Tomatoes, 100% fresh from 32 reviews, Letterboxd's enthralling logs, praise its unflagging ideas, the sadness at its core, a thriller that never loses stylistic verve. Byung-hun's anarchic fusion of intensity and idiocy shines. Ye-jin's subtle storms anchor the emotional core, while the supporting turns from Hee-soon, Sung-min, Hee-ran, and even cameos like Cha Sung-won and Na Young-seok add corrosive depth. Production's polish, Ryu Seong-hee's designs, Cho Sang-kyung's costumes evoking salaryman shame, amplifies the satire, a visually engaging critique that demands rewatches for its Easter eggs and ironies. Na's episode, in crystallizing this, becomes an unwitting epilogue to the hype, its relaxed revelry a microcosm of the film's appeal, behind-the-scenes stories that humanize the hustle, banter that banishes the bleak, commentary that cuts to the quick. As guests bid adieu, promising stage greetings on release day at CGV Yongsan and beyond, the air thrums with promise. A film not just seen, but survived. Its relatable rage a mirror to our own no other choice moments. Tune in today and let their energy pull you under. In the end, it's this vibrant vein of connection that elevates No Other Choice from thriller to triumph. A blackly funny balm for our automated age, leaving you laughing through the tears, utterly, irreversibly hooked.